We'll be guiding you through the levels 1 to 5 of Warlocks, so whether you're a seasoned player or a newbie, there's something for everyone, so let's get started. At level 1, your Warlock's journey begins. You've made a pact with a powerful entity, and in return, you've been granted Eldritch Blast and other magical abilities. Let's first talk about your choices. Your patron and your spells. So, the best patrons are probably, well, I know the genie is probably the best patron. And the Hexblade is also really good. The Celestial is a good healer. And so, they're all pretty good choices. There's a ton of stuff, but for some reason, there isn't a dragon. I mean, it's called Dungeons and Dragons. Why isn't there a dragon patron? This has always bothered me. Does it bother you? I don't know. Let me know. But also spells. One of my favorite first level spells for Warlock. My favorite is Armor of Agrithis. It's really good. It upcasts well because you only get one spell slot. So yeah, and you probably only get one. Yeah, you only get one type of spell slot, and you also only get a few spell slots. Later in this video, I'll be discussing feats and races and everything else for the Warlock. So if you want to know about that, you have to stay till the end. Let's move on now. So at level 2, you get a lot. You get Invocations. There's like 50 options. I'm going to name some of my favorites and the best ones. Eldritch Mind, Devil's Sight, Repelling Blast, Eldritch Spear, and Agonizing Blast. And Grasp of Fadar, too. These are the best ones. Agonizing Blast, just take it if you have Eldritch Blast. Just take it, I beg of you. If you're going to use concentration spells, use Eldritch Mind and Devil's Sight. You should definitely take that at some point. 120 feet of dark vision in magical and non-magical darkness. That's super broken. Like, not as broken as the Twilight Clerics. Let me know in the comments if you want a Twilight Cleric guide. It's a really cool subclass. And also, at level 2, you gain another spell slot. Now you have 2. Wait, the wizard had 2 at level 1? We're still behind the wizard. Well, the warlock will always be behind the wizard. At level 20, it will be literally at level 5, I believe the warlock or the wizard has more spell slots than the warlock at level 20. But your spell slots are only one higher level, which is why you're the supreme high level spell spammer. At higher levels, you can spam those high level spells since you get them back on a short rest. They are the supreme spammers of D&D. Level 3 brings us Pact Boons! There's 3 of these. Well, I guess there's that one Natasha's no one cares about, 2. But we're not going to talk about this. That one, no one really cares. Pact of the Tome, which means you get more wizardy with more spells. Pact of the Blade, which means you get a weapon, which you can make look like a gun. See this video up here if you want to know how to make a magic gun as a warlock. And then there's Pact of the Chain, which is just, you get, a familiar. I wonder why it's called Pact of the Chain. It's like, the familiar your slave? I don't know. But it's really good, especially if you're a genie warlock. Again, those are my favorite. They're epic. Yeah, they're epic. Level 4 brings us another invocation. Pick whichever one you like, or maybe one of the Pact Boon ones. Wait. Yeah, maybe one of the Pact Boon ones, or one of the ones I suggested. But again, it's all up to you. This is why Warlocks are so customizable. Like, they literally get something to choose nearly every level. Like, wait. Yeah, I think they do get something to choose every single level. Level 5, you get more Invocations, and a 3rd level spell slot. So that's good. And Invocations, just take another one. There's plenty of good ones, or just pick one of the less good ones. Whatever one fits your Warlock, you should do. Now, we're going to talk about the best races for a Warlock. Warlocks, we don't get any spells. We don't. We really don't get, any spells. So, races that give you free spells, such as fairies, I believe furbolgs, Durgar, and other races that have spell-like abilities, like the Dragonborn, but I warn you, don't play Player's Handbook Dragonborn. They suck. Use Fizzbands. You can probably find them online somewhere. They're way better. And other spell-like abilities, like Phase Step for the Eladrin, or the, as always, broken Shatter Kai with its Blessing of the Raven Queen. If you want to be the best Warlock and, if you want to, power build and make yourself really strong, and, alright, so probably, if you're not looking for a free feat, alright, actually, no, even if you are, Shatter Kai are probably the best race in the game, unless you need a feat for something, then Custom Lineage is also the build your own race. That really sounds stupid now that I think about it. Feats. So, again, anything that gets you extra spells, like Magic Initiate, Fey Touched, Shadow Touched. You can find some sort of feat somewhere. There's plenty of them. And also concentration things if you didn't take up Eldritch Mind. Warcaster. So this is how you get a gun, by using that, getting your packed weapon to look like a gun, a dull weapon bent in weird ways to look like a gun, and shoot your Eldritch Blast out of the weapon from Warcaster, because, let's be honest, you probably took Eldritch Blast. Yeah. So, I believe that wraps up our D&D Warlock Guide. Subscribe if you want a part 2 and to get better at D&D for more tips and tricks and more. Like and share this video too. Comment what you want next, whether it's a build, a certain class guide, or the next part of this. And I have a community post currently whether or not we build next for our builds an nearly unkillable character that can survive 9 9th level fireballs or more with magic items, or a build that has a plus 19 to initiative. So, tell me what you want in that community post. But until next time, may you roll high on your dice. See you in the next video. Wait, just 1 second. Alright, now we're at 8 minutes. Goodbye.